Hey guys, here we go into the fourth round, and this is a strange round. This is a very strange round. All three judges give it to Jeff Horn, and we're going to go over the punches, every exchange, and I even add some exchanges into this round because of punches that don't land, that aren't real punches. Not to fill time or anything, but because there's just it's an interesting twist, that kind of develops in the round. This is my second time shooting this video, actually. I was talking about something in the other one, and I droned on for 6 minutes at the beginning of the round and didn't actually say anything about the round. It was just about boxing stuff, and I couldn't even remember at the end of it why I fucking talked about it in the first place, but sorry about that. This is not going to be a 37-minute video like my last one. What a fucking joke, right? But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into this round. I've only got a minute of footage to go over, so it's going to be real quick. Right at the beginning of the round, Jeff Horn walks through and lands a great right hand on Pacquiao. Pacquiao almost gets his guard closed in time, but I had to watch it 10 times to see that his glove, because if you see Pacquiao's arm, it looks like it might hit on the outside of Pacquiao's arm, but you can still see the glove in there, and it was really tough to see, but he does wind up landing that shot. So he lands one, then comes in, and lands a second shot, decent shot. So 2-0 Jeff Horn so far, and then boom, Pacquiao comes in with a straight left hand, cracks him. And this is really interesting just from the clips, and I haven't done any real film study on the fight to figure out exactly what Jeff Horn's doing, but he does a lot of probing, and it's a little less probing than you'd like less. It's in between probe and feint. But he does that to kind of get Pacquiao to kind of freeze because Pacquiao's looking to counter, right? So because he's not committing to shots, there's not a lot for Pacquiao to counter, and Pacquiao winds up just watching and waiting, trying to get his timing and his rhythm and stuff. And that's why the first few rounds are so close. But now Jeff Horn is doing the same tactic, and Pacquiao's seen it, so now Pacquiao is just countering him. And you really get the sense that Pacquiao is allowing Jeff Horn to lead so that he can counter him, something that Mayweather was doing to him. And Pacquiao's doing basically the same thing. So right there, Pacquiao lands his first punch of the fight, or of the round, excuse me. So 2-1 Pacquiao, or 2-1 Jeff Horn. Ooh, now look at that right hand. So close, right? So close, and I don't actually think that lands. We'll watch it in real time. Maybe it does, man. Maybe there's a little bit of jarring. It's so hard to tell, though. But it's such a grazing shot. It's not a clean, hard, effective shot. And this is something that one of the reasons why Pacquiao's having so much success in the fight and countering, and why his face doesn't look like hamburgers, because he's able to just get on the edge of those punches so that he can counter. And that one might even land. I'm not going to give him credit for it because it's either way, it's not a hard shot. But Pacquiao comes back with a good counter jab and then gets under the next punch from Horn. So we got 2-2. Boom, Pacquiao again. Remember, Jeff Horn coming in with the probes, but they're not probes, right? Early in the fight, they were more like probes because of the way that Pacquiao was responding to them, but he's not responding. But Jeff Horn's not responding to them like he's baiting a shot, like he's waiting for the counter left hand, like he's waiting for the counter right hook, right? He's just trying to get Pacquiao to shell up like Mayweather did, because that was what Pacquiao would do when Mayweather would put his arm out and give him a feeler. And Pacquiao was showing that, that's not exactly going to work on him. In spite of what I said in my last video, Pacquiao showing a little bit of growth in his boxing technique and his boxing skills, but landing a great shot here off of Jeff Horn's, faux probe. 3-2. Now Pacquiao in the lead. Now Jeff Horn comes in with the right hand. The right hand. Pacquiao catches it, counters with the jab. Kind of lands like in a weird spot, like on his chest. Still would be a scoring blow. And then Pacquiao comes with a overhand left, or like a looping left hook that lands on the back of Jeff Horn's like neck or ear or something. Do you count that punch? I don't know. Do you count the punch to the near collarbone as a clean, effective shot? It's in the scoring zone, right? I don't know. It's weird, right? But yeah, I'm going to give him credit for the jab. I'm not going to give him credit for like I don't want to say near rabbit punch, But, it's not the cleanest blow. It's not with exactly with the landing knuckles. And to be honest, this punch can go either way. If you're watching it live, whether he's going to get credit for the shot or not, it's super hard to tell. But we're not going to give it to him. And we're going to give him Pacquiao credit for the one. So it's 4-2 in favor of Pacquiao now. And this is such a weird round too. So look at this. Check that shot out. If you watch this in real time, this shot right here, that looks like a shot, right? That looked like it landed, right? If you watch it in real time. But as you see, he hits him with his forearm, right? And then pushes Pacquiao, right? Not a landing blow. You can't give him credit for that. But in real time, and we're not going to go for real time on that. I know I'm going to switch it up a little bit sometimes, but if you go real time, he might have gotten credit for that shot, and that adds further controversy to the scoring system, right? If someone from a different angle is not going to see that it's a forearm, right? And they're gonna think it was a punch. And that little jab at the end right there, that's not a punch either, right? He's just pushing Pacquiao's head. So you're not giving him a point there. So still 4-2 for Pacquiao. And then boom! Look at that fucking right hook from Pacquiao. And I think Jeff Horn gets his in there too. So boom, just fucking wrecks him with that shot. And then Jeff Horn lands one too, yeah. So 5-3 in favor of Pacquiao. Oh, damn it, fucking video jumped. Misses that shot. I'm not sure if that left hand bounces off of Horn's head. I wasn't looking at that. I was actually looking at whether Jeff Horn's shot lands right there. No, he gets under it. And it doesn't look like Jeff Horn's lands either. And I'm not going to count that as a body shot. I think it misses anyway. So still 5-3 in favor of Pacquiao. And now, look at this shot right here. The reason I included this, it's not a landed blow, but the reason I included it is because this is the narrative for the round for Jeff Horn. That's where all of his punches wind up landing, with the forearm. He doesn't really land very many shots throughout the course of the entire round, whereas Pacquiao is landing very clean shots, but they're super hard to tell whether they're landing or they're effective, because Pacquiao's so good at finding those little holes. Like those right hooks he was landing on Mayweather, like you can't even really tell if those cleanly land because it's such a small hole on Mayweather's chin when he's got his right hand up and his left hand extended, and he finds this little tiny hole, and it makes it hard to score. Like this body shot, right? From some angles that might look blocked, right? But he gets it right under his glove, beautifully placed, and lands a great body shot that fucking throws Jeff Horn across the fucking ring. Boom, look at him. And that might also be, let's see if that's him hitting him with the shoulder too. Nope, looks super clean. Backs him up against the, back into the ropes, back across the ring, whatever. 6-3 Pacquiao. And fucking hard shots too. Like he's landing some good power shots. Shit, my video skipped right there. Boom. So 6-3. And again, Jeff Horn missing the shot, going around Pacquiao's head, And then they come in close, trying to skirt him with some shots. Those are not punches. We're not counting those. 6'3" Pacquiao still. Boom. Catches him with another shot. And Jeff Horn just barely missing all of his offense. Misses that one. 7-4 Pacquiao. 7-3 Pacquiao, sorry. But does Jeff Horn land the second shot? No, it doesn't. So 7-3 Pacquiao still, and Jeff Horn still just barely missing these shots. There's a good shot from Jeff Horn. Gives him a new look. Gives him a new punch. So 7-4 Pacquiao. Not a hard shot, right? But he lands. And again, Jeff Horn missing all his punches. Barely misses that. Pacquiao baiting, getting his distance, and that's why Pacquiao is on the end of so many of Jeff Horn's punches early in the fight when I show him, oh, does that land? Does it not land? Because he's looking to just get out of the way so he can land his counter jab and create space or land hard punches. 8. Fuck, did I say 4? I don't know if Jeff Horn landed a punch back there. Let's see. Yeah, 8-4. 8-4. I'm not using my little sheet. 8-4 Pacquiao. Now, this isn't super clean. Jeff Horn. Oh, fuck you, you fucking shitty video player. Feints him, and Pacquiao lands kind of a left hand. You know, if you watch it in real time, it looks like a pretty good shot. You know, but it doesn't exactly land with the scoring part of the glove. But he would get credit for this punch in real time, like from observers. And it sends Jeff Horn kind of throwing, you know, but we're not going to do Pacquiao any favors, right? Boom. So we're not going to count it. 8-4, still in favor of Pacquiao. And then Pacquiao countering the jab, rocking back, staying just out of range, right? Just out of range of his shot. And then stepping inside. Beautiful footwork, too. Look where he is. Rocks back. Steps in. And then he's out. Like, just beautiful footwork from Manny right there. Absolutely beautiful. 9-4 Pacquiao. And he punches in there. Whoops. Slips. Gets under Jeff Horn's shot. And nothing lands. Again, another example of Jeff Horn not landing anything. 8-4 Pacquiao. I might have said 9-4 Pacquiao. I think, yeah, 9-4 Pacquiao. And then Pacquiao lands that like rocket right hook right there on Jeff Horn. Clobbers him. Jeff Horn's a big fucking dude to be taking huge punches like that. 10-4 Pacquiao. Jeff Horn knows he's behind. Kind of chasing him. Dude, how did this still wind up going 13 minutes, man? You know, not really anything landing in here. Not that you guys can fucking tell. You know, it does look like Pacquiao sneaks in a body shot. Right here. But Jeff Horn doesn't land anything. And that's like, you know, in terms of like figuring out if it was a robbery or not, right? Staying on topic. It doesn't really matter if Pacquiao lands another shot or not. 13 or 11-4 or whatever it was at the end. Like, you know, Pacquiao outlanded him by three times as much in this round. And that's not even giving Pacquiao credit for close shots. Just making sure that we are paying attention to the close shots that don't actually land for Jeff Horn. And all the judges gave this round to Jeff Horn somehow when Pacquiao dominated this round. This was a beatdown round. I think this is also the round that Jeff Horn, his cheek kind of busted open. I'm not sure. We'll see it later. Maybe. But I looked back actually to see if there were any highlights of this round, and there are none. They don't do any in between the rounds because Jeff Horn didn't land any fucking punches. So Anyway, it was a good round for Pacquiao. I gave this one to Pacquiao by a wide margin. So acceptable scores are 3-1 Pacquiao, or if you gave the one of the other close rounds to Jeff Horn, 2-2, an even fight, I believe. I should be doing a better job of tallying this, but to be honest, I just don't think it's going to matter that much by the time we're done with all the rounds. Anyway, thanks guys for watching.